After you've launched Pro Tools and opened up a session, there are a couple things we want to double check before we get going with editing. One of those is to make sure that the frame rate of the video and the session match. You can see up here on the video track, the frame rate is red. That means that it does not match what the session is set to. So we want to change that. Go to Setup, Session, and then we come over to the time code rate. It's currently set to 24, but our video is 23976. And there you see it is now white, so it's happy. Let's close the session setup. The other thing that I like to do is enable my Smart tool. So you can do that by clicking on this overarching bar, and that will turn that on. Now, when I move my mouse across the tracks, it changes to different tools depending on where it's hovering. So there's the fade, here's the selector, so you can delete or make an edit. And then when I move it to the bottom, there's the hand grabber. So you can click and move it. Another thing that I like to make sure of is that I have locked shuffle mode. You can do that by holding down Command and clicking on the shuffle button. That puts a padlock there so that you can't turn that mode on. It's useful for conforming, but it can cause a lot of problems if you have it turned on when you're editing because it'll throw your sound out of sync. And speaking of making sure things are in sync, I also like to make sure that my video and guide tracks are locked. You can do that by clicking on it and doing Command L. See, the padlock went away, but if I do it again, it comes back. So that's useful because if you accidentally move the video out of sync, Pro Tools will warn you about it. I'm going to click on Cancel. I will not allow that move to happen because I want to make sure everything is in sync. You also want to make sure that you don't have any offline files. Usually this icon up here will be red if you are missing some audio files, and so you'll have to work on relinking them or finding them. But if you have any other issues, just be sure to get in touch with your sound instructor or your SA and they'll be able to help you.